You are welcome to the GMAETS41 Basic Class channel. In this class, we are going to give attention to English language. English language. We are going to study parts of speech, and under parts of speech, we will be given attention to one out of the 8 parts of speech. This class will focus on noun. Noun is one of the 8 parts of speech. When you hear parts of speech, what comes to your mind? Speech, your sentence constructions. What you say, the statements you make, the parts that make them up. That is what parts of speech is all about. And so we'll be giving attention to one of the parts of speech, like I said, because we have different parts of speech, which I am going to mention in this class also. So once again, to our basic scholars, you are warmly welcome to this class. In English language, there are 8 parts of speech. There are how many parts of speech? I said 8. 1 is noun. 2, pronoun. 3, verb. Number 4, adjective. 5, adverb. 6, conjunction. 7, preposition. 8, we have interjection. How many of the parts of speech have I mentioned? 8 of them. So like I said, we have 8 parts of speech. We have noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, preposition, interjection. So in the class today, GMAETS41 will be teaching you some parts of noun. And we are going to start by asking the question, what is a noun? What is a noun? As a basic scholar, you are expected to know the definition of a noun. A noun is defined as a name. In one word, if I ask you what is a noun, simply put, a noun is a name. Defining it, we refer to noun as a name of a person, animal, place, things, idea, event, quality, state. When I say state, I don't mean the 36 states in Nigeria and her capital, no. The state here refers to how someone feels, the condition of someone. It is also a part of speech under noun. The condition of someone, if you are referring to it, you give it a name. Okay? For example, one can say happiness is a state of someone. And happiness is the name given to how somebody feels when the person is joyful. Okay, back to what we are discussing. I'm going to write the definition of noun on the board. A noun is a name. a person, name of a person, animal, place, things, idea, event, state. It could also be quality, like I said, or quality. So simply put, a noun is a name. Simply. A name. So if you refer to anything and the word you use to refer to that thing is the word used to call the name of that thing, that thing becomes a noun. I will give you an example. I am much more interested in this part, name of idea, name of event, name of state, or quality. Because as a basic scholar, sometimes, there's someone in basic class, sometimes this part of noun, this aspect of noun, these areas of noun, we might have some challenge with it. So it is important that I talk more about it. When I say that a noun is a name of a person, we know. This is GMAETS41 teaching you. Okay, now you have a name. Someone around you have a name. Has a name rather. Someone around you has a name. If you go to school, you have your classmates. Each and every one of them has a name. So when I say that a noun is a name of a person, it makes sense. As a basic scholar, you may not be confused. If I say that a noun is name of an animal, I know very well that you know the name of some different animals. Okay, lion, tortoise, elephant, crocodile. Okay, what about insects? Okay, insects. Good. So name of animals. That you can easily understand it. Okay, this animal, this is the name. Cow. Oh, this is lizard. You know about that. When I talk about noun as name of a place, for example, Oka, Anambra State, okay, Lagos. If you come to Lagos, you have different places in Lagos, like Surulere, Oshodi. Okay, like here in Oka, we have, here in Anambra State, we have, Anambra State is name of a place, name of a state. And then in Anambra State, you have other names of some towns. Oka is one of them, Onitsha, Agulu. These are names of places. Where you are staying, the state and the town you are staying has a name. So you can tell me about that. How about you type the name of where you are staying? So name of a place is very clear. Is that okay? For us to understand that when we talk about noun as name of a place, as a basic scholar, it might not be a problem. Okay, I can talk about Roban's store. Roban's store is name of a store, name of a place. You can talk about, let's say, First Bank of Nigeria. First Bank is name of a place where money is saved because it's a bank. Okay, it's a First Bank. Okay, so this one, it makes sense. If I talk about name of things, name of a thing, that noun is name of a thing. This marker is a thing. This marker is black marker. Black marker. This is an ink. This is an ink. It's something. It has a name, and I have called it. This is a phone. A phone. It has a name, and I've called it. If you come to phones, different phones even have different names. Different phones have different names. They are things. You could have a table. Maybe you are seated on a chair with your books on a table and you are writing. The book is a thing. Book is the name of that thing, the paper you're writing on. Your pen is a thing. Pen is the name to that material, that thing you are using to write. So when we talk about noun as name of a person, animal, place, or things, it makes sense. One can quickly understand that yes, these are names. But now come to this part, idea. Does an idea have a name? Yes. Now imagine that someone is saying the truth. That somebody is speaking the truth. That word, truth, is an idea. An idea that the person is not lying, is not deceiving you. So when someone is saying something that is true, the name of what the person is saying is called truth. Truth is an idea. And truth there is name. Name of what? A situation of someone telling truth. Someone saying something that is true. Okay, what about event? Event. Name of an event is also a noun. Somebody can say, I am going to the graduation party. So you are going to a place. What is happening there? The event there is graduation party. So that graduation party becomes a noun. It is name of an event. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you hear the word noun, it is not until that word is name of a person, name of animal, name of place, name of thing. It can also go beyond that. Name of idea, name of event. I've just given you an example. Somebody going for graduation party, right? Okay. Now, state. The state here is not state and capital. No. It is the feeling of someone, the nature of somebody at a particular time. Let me assume that someone is happy. And I can say, this is happiness. This is happiness. I look at you, you are happy, enjoying yourself. Oh, this is happiness. That happiness is your state. The state of being happy. The name given to that state, that nature of your being happy is called happiness. Therefore, happiness is a noun. I am not talking about happiness that is given to name of a person. That is not the one I'm talking about even. I'm talking about happiness as the state of somebody, how someone feels at a particular time. And then look at this quality. Quality. It is still closely related to state of something. The quality of somebody, someone can say that this is honesty. This is what? Honesty. Someone is being honest in the way the person does things. The person does not cheat someone. If it comes to business, the person is straightforward in the way he handles his business dealings. Okay, so I have given you a lot of idea about noun, a lot of information about what a noun is. So a noun is simply a name of anything. Name of what? Anything. And it could include name of a person, name of animal, name of place, name of things, name of idea, name of event, name of state of someone, all right, and quality. Okay, so that is it. Now we are going to look at types of nouns. Types of noun, rather. Types of noun. I'm going to list these types of noun, right? I'll list them. Then we'll just talk about maybe two of them. Types of noun. Types of noun. Number one, we have proper noun. Proper noun. Now, when you talk about proper noun, it is name of a person or name of a place. Name of a person, name of a place is proper noun. And you use capital letter, uppercase, capital letter to start them if you want to write the name. For example, if your name is Sterling, that S must start with capital letter. Capital letter. Name of a place. Let us say Anambra State. If you are writing it, it must start with capital letter. Lagos, it must start with capital letter. Ebonyi State, it must start with capital letter. You talk about a place like Roberto, it must start with capital letter. These are proper nouns. Now we have common noun. Common noun. Proper nouns, common nouns, okay? Types of nouns. 3. We have concrete noun, concrete noun, concrete nouns. Number 4, we have abstract nouns, abstract nouns. Number 5, we have collective nouns, collective nouns. These are types of nouns. These are types of nouns. We have proper nouns, collective nouns, common nouns, right? Abstract nouns. And of course, concrete nouns. You have them on the board. These are the types of nouns, right? So you want to take note of it. We will discuss just one of it in our class today. In our next class, we'll look at other types of noun. But I will give a quick summary, a quick explanation for each of them. But then we'll look at proper nouns. Proper nouns. Proper nouns. What are proper nouns? These are specific names. These are specific names. So any noun you use to refer to a specific name, a name that is particular to something, that is proper noun. Proper noun refers to specific names. Specific names. Proper nouns refers to specific names. Specific names of what? Specific names of a person, could be specific name of a city, a person, comma, city. Remember I told you like name of a place, specific place. What about months? Name of month, months and others. These are specific names. It even applies to name of days, because name of days is also specific. You cannot call Monday Sunday. You cannot call Sunday Thursday. So these are proper nouns. Now, how do you make use of proper nouns? Like I said, all proper nouns must begin with uppercase, that is capital letter. Note, all proper nouns must begin with capital letter. Capital letter. So you want to take note of this point. All proper nouns must begin with what? Capital letter. Please don't forget this. Don't forget this. So we're going to look at examples of proper nouns, okay? We're going to look at examples of proper nouns. Examples of proper nouns. You can add to the examples. You can add to them. I hope this is showing that it has not cut off. Please let me check the camera, the positioning, and make sure it is in line. Okay. All right. Everything is showing. So examples of proper nouns. Emmanuel. You notice that this began with capital letter. Emmanuel is name of a person. John. Notice that it also began with capital letter, uppercase. Okay, now let us look at name of cities like Oka. Okay, Lagos. Let us look at mention Oka, mention Lagos. Do you have any place to mention? Do you have any place to mention? There are many places, There are many places. Taraba, Port Harcourt, and many more. Okay, so we move on again. Other examples include our months: January, February. Let me write December. Names of specific places, specific names. Okay, how about we talk about First Bank? First Bank. Okay. You could have Zenith Bank. You notice that First Bank began with capital letter F, Zenith, capital letter Z. Why? Because these are proper nouns. So you want to take note of this rule about proper nouns. Therefore, anytime you are writing a specific name of a person, okay, name of cities, name of days of the week, months of the year, you are expected to use capital letter to start with capital letter. The first letter there should be capital letter. So that is a rule you must always remember about proper nouns. Don't forget, proper nouns are specific names. It refers to specific name of a person, city, months, and of course other ones as the case may be. But these ones are most important for you to take note of. So that is much we want to take from this class on noun. Remember, this is basic class, and the GMAETS41 basic class is committed to coaching you gradually as we move on, so you learn and learn very well and become best in your school. I'll quickly talk about common noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, collective nouns. We'll still talk about them in our next class with the examples. I will just finish them in our next class. But let me quickly highlight them. Common nouns. They are nouns used, okay, to refer to a group of items, right? Noun, a name that is common. Are you following? That is general to a particular group. That is what we call common nouns. For example, I can say teacher. Teacher. Teacher is not a name of a specific person. Teacher is a general name. Okay, it is common to anybody, any person that teaches. You can call the person a teacher. For example, GMAETS41. I am a teacher. But that is not my name. Are you following, right? That is not my name. So you want to take note of that. Okay? Now, you could have this word, girl. Girl. Girl is not a name of a specific person. Okay? There is nobody that bears that name, girl. Girl is a general name, a common name. That is where common noun comes in. A general name, a common name that is used to refer to, females, all right? So if you're not a boy, you are a girl. That if you're not a male, you are a female. So we refer to that as girl, right? And the rest of them. So that's something about common noun. Then we talk about concrete nouns, right? Concrete nouns, they are names used to refer to something that you can touch and feel. The word concrete means you can touch that thing, okay, as used here. So any noun that you can touch, that you can do what? Touch, is called a concrete noun. For example, this marker is a concrete noun because I can touch it. This ink is a concrete noun. I can touch it. This phone is a concrete noun. I can touch it. Is that okay? So things you can see, you can touch. They are concrete nouns. Then we talk about abstract nouns. Abstract. Something you cannot see, you cannot touch, you can only feel it. So abstract nouns are those nouns that you cannot touch, you cannot see, you can only feel them. For example, air. You can't touch air. Have you seen air before? No. We only feel it. We only feel it. What about happiness? I've talked about that before. The state of somebody being happy. If you say that this is happiness, can you touch happiness? That state, can you touch it? Can you see it? You only feel happiness from the way people, react. So it is a feeling. They come under abstract nouns. You can't touch them. Then collective nouns. Collective nouns are names used to refer to a group of something. A group of something. That is where collective noun comes in. Okay? For example, you can have something like a bouquet of flower. bouquet of flower. Then you have collection of flowers, maybe you put it in a vessel or you tie it to refer to that as bouquet of flower. What about if you have lions? Okay, 2 or more lions or many lions come together. We refer to them as pride. Pride. Okay, so such names are called collective nouns. A name that is used to refer to a group of things. Of course, we have countable and uncountable noun also. I didn't write them on the board. Good enough. Let me indicate. Countable noun, countable nouns. And then, of course, number 7, uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are also called non-count nouns. You can't count them. You cannot count them. The uncountable nouns are nouns that you can count. You can count them, okay? Countable nouns, for example, marker. You can count these markers. I have 1, 2, 3 markers, okay? But let me give you an example of a noun that we can classify. We can place it under uncountable nouns. Water. Can you count water? If you fetch water and you pour, can you count it? No. No. But you can count gallons of water. You can have 1 gallon of water here, 2 gallons, 3 gallons. What you are counting is not the water, but the number of gallons containing the water. It's different from having water directly and say you can't count water directly. But if you put that water in a container, you can count the number of containers containing the water. But water itself is a non-count noun, uncountable nouns. You can count it. What about air? Air that comes under abstract nouns. What about happiness? Generally, abstract nouns, they come under uncountable nouns. You can't count them. You cannot count them. All right, friends. I hope you learned something from this class. So, make sure you study what you have on the board. Copy the notes. Okay, you can screenshot. You can screenshot so that you copy the notes much later. Make sure you read the notes. You're going to be given assignments in the comment section of this particular video, so you can come back, check the comment section, and answer the questions you have there in your notes. Share this particular video to your friends. Tell them about GMAETS41 basic class channel and encourage them to join our class. Okay? I'll be meeting you next week on English language. Next week, Wednesday. Before that, next week, Wednesday and Saturday, we have mathematics. We are going to be solving questions on simple equations involving collection of like terms. That's on Saturday. Make sure you do not miss the class. Take care of yourself and enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.